During the exam, the girl discovered something terrifying. She noticed that the exam questions were exactly the same as the mock test. She could hardly believe her eyes. Was she hallucinating? Only after turning around to look, did she confirm it wasn't an illusion? She quickly told Susan, who sat behind her. But surprisingly, Susan still couldn't solve the questions. Just then, a blackboard eraser came flying. Obviously, their conversation was caught by the proctor. To help Susan pass the exam, she finished her test in just 1 minute. Then, when the proctor wasn't looking, she quickly switched from pencil to pen. Then she wrote the answers directly on the eraser. She turned and signaled Susan that the answers were in the eraser. Susan was overjoyed. Then Lucy took off her left shoe and quickly tossed the eraser inside. Susan held her breath, afraid of being caught. However, at that moment, they sensed the proctor might have noticed something. They were terrified, but surprisingly the proctor hadn't noticed. They finally breathed a sigh of relief. But it wasn't over yet. The worst was yet to come. Susan took off her right shoe, but due to using too much force, the shoe flew into the aisle. They panicked instantly. Fortunately, the proctor hadn't noticed yet. At this critical moment, Lucy had a bold idea. She quickly grabbed the test paper from her desk, then walked straight to the podium. The proctor looked completely confused. Lucy deliberately asked a childish question. "Do I need to write my name on the scratch paper?" The teacher asked if she'd never taken an exam before. Lucy took the chance to block the proctor's view. Susan quickly retrieved the eraser from the shoe. When Susan saw all the answers, she was overjoyed. Lucy secretly glanced at Susan. Sure enough, Susan got excellent grades. She happily invited Lucy to go swimming. Little did she know, this action would completely change Lucy's fate. Later that night, Susan introduced her rich boyfriend to Lucy. Susan had already told him everything. The boyfriend also wanted Lucy to help him with exams, because then he could get the newest sports car. The rich kid emphasized $3,000 per time, and he introduced all his wealthy friends to her. This way she could earn a year's tuition in one exam. Lucy, from a poor family, was immediately tempted. The next day she gathered the rich kids for training, but this time she changed strategy and didn't use erasers. Instead, she used piano-playing gestures to represent different answers. This was not only faster to recognize, but also harder to detect. Soon came the final exam. Lucy waved different hand signals. The rich kids happily wrote down the answers. As expected, all the rich kids achieved their desired grades. This made Lucy not only famous, but also attracted many followers. But then something terrible happened. When the next big exam came, the rich kids waited confidently for answers as usual. But Lucy's face suddenly changed. The school had changed to AV papers. To prevent cheating, the two test papers had completely different questions. This really stumped Lucy, because she only had one copy of the test paper. But then something strange happened.